Sebastian Schneu comes from Hamburg, but he feels at home all over Europe. He's visited almost every country in the continent and is well read up on European history.
What's special about the countries is how different they are. Yet for the past 60 years they've been trying to move closer. After a century of wars, that's a big success. The biggest thing Europeans have in common is ignorance of their neighbors. Help! My neighbor lives next door.
Schneu goes into more detail in his book Smørrebrød in Naples. Smørrebrød means smorgasbord. The book takes the reader on a journey through Europe, exploring each country's unique traditions.
The countries of Europe have never been closer than here in the mini-Europe of Brussels. Here we can see the small differences that end up making a big difference to Europeans.
Sweden, for example. It's a European success story. The country is renowned for its varied, picturesque nature and a highly exportable brand of furniture. Everyone's contribution is valued.
72% of Swedish women have jobs. That's the highest proportion in Europe. The state guarantees every child access to daycare. Women are involved across the board, even in open-cast mining. They drive dumper trucks, huge machines that we men would drive even if it wasn't paid. Research shows when women drive them, they wear out more slowly, break down less frequently, and you don't have to reverse park them.
Or the Czech Republic in Eastern Europe with its historical capital, Prague. More than 6 million tourists visit the country each year to admire its cultural monuments. But some people come for more everyday experiences.
The average Czech drinks 162 liters of beer a year, making the country the biggest beer-drinking nation in the world. It's a bit sad for us Germans. We like to think we're the biggest beer drinkers, but we only drink 116 liters. I think Germans console themselves by going on holiday to Prague to help push up the drinking statistics.
Finland in the north is also known as the land of 1,000 lakes. The sparsely populated country with only 5 million inhabitants gave Europe the Finnish sauna. Finns are notoriously good inventors.
The Finns register more patents than any other Europeans, and not just for cell phones. Their kids are the smartest because the government pumps money into education. They have 3 teachers per pupil, and the nights are so long, so what else can you do but study?
Italy also has its idiosyncrasies. Built on the foundations of the Roman Empire, it's famous for its dolce vita and for political turmoil. Since the end of World War II, the country has had 58 governments.
Germany's only managed 16. We're more patient than the Italians. Their favorite saying is enough, basta, basta. If you want to build a tower, it's got to be done fast. And look at the result. It would never happen to a German architect. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. But it's a hit because it's crooked. That's how Italy works. You gotta love them.
Every country in Europe has its own anomalies and endearing quirks. Sebastian Schneu's travels have taught him tolerance.
When you travel around, you see how lovable Europe is. When push comes to shove and there's a crisis, what the world really needs is a Europe at one with itself, if not united. We haven't got there yet, we're still working on it. I think we just have to make more of an effort.